Get a Job in Tech, episode 221. You're in a meeting and you've been invited to the meeting. Not in the meeting, there's other customers. So it's you, another person, another person, another person, and a couple customers. So basically your job is you're there as a tech person, and your job is there to just answer the questions of the person actually organizing the meeting. They're not technical, but they're wanting you there for your input essentially. Now it's very easy just to start blabbing and talking. Talk, 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 when it's not needed, actually. And you may not know this, or you may not come to realize this unless you've been in a lot of meetings. And it's it's really silence, essentially. It's just letting the meeting let the meeting flow, let it go through its processes. And if the meeting leader needs you to talk, then they'll ask you, "What do you think about this? What's your input of this and that and the other?" And I guess because if you talk a lot and maybe you're working from home or you're in a face-to-face meetings are different, obviously, than a work from home meeting. Because work from home, you could put it on mute and you could just do other things. You're you're passively listening, but you're doing other things as well. So you may be working actually while still attending the meeting. Whereas if you're meeting in the office, you're there, they can see you, you have to stay engaged, you have to look at them, look away, have some facial expression and all that, maybe take notes or whatever. That's really if you want to just passively be a listener, but you don't want to really like be intense about it, just start taking notes or whatever as a the technician in the room or the IT person in the room. And the less you talk, the better off you are, because you want to understand customers customers or non-technical people, they don't know. They know some things, but they don't know. They don't get it. Some get it, some don't, but most don't get it. They don't know the day-to-day, how this thing works, how this interacts. They have this some grandiose thing they want to do. Now, if you go and blab and blab and blab and talk, 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 you're going to talk yourself into a solution that is going to be way more effort, way more work, and the person holding the meeting is not going to be able to back out of that because you're the technical person and you may be the expert basically in the room, and you hear you talking, I can do all these things, but in fact, reality, you can't. But you're just trying to make yourself look more important than you really are. Don't do that. Just the person holding the meeting says X, okay, I need this. Just answer it and then move on from there. And if you need any type of, you want to say something, but you're not sure, and if you can, just ask via you have a chat. It's not gonna obviously it's not gonna work out in the meeting. Like here's how it plays out in a real world or a real meeting, right? You're gonna say, not sure about that, whatever they're asking you for. I'm not sure about that right now, or I don't have an answer for that right now, but I will in a couple of days, or I will after I convene with my leadership. That's what you say if you don't have an answer, or you don't want to answer the question because you're not really sure. You don't have all the angles lined up. You don't know what they're looking for. You don't want to like commit to something that's not factual. It's not really there. So you could just say, just give me a couple days, or don't say a couple days. Say, I'm going to convey with my leadership and then get back with you an answer. And they say, okay, we'll hold another meeting, XYZ. And now you have time to just convey with your leadership on something, because it could be financial related. You offer a solution to them, and it's going to cost more money for them, but they don't know that. So by you committing to your leadership, and then your leadership maybe connects to the person holding the meeting, now you can have a little meeting, sidebar meeting, or a different meeting altogether without the customers there. And then you can say, okay, here's what we're going to do. and here's a solution XYZ. And you're going to see that a lot if you're in tech, IT. A lot of times, that's probably one thing they don't talk about when you work in tech is you don't have to be the expert, even though you're quote unquote like the title, like you're sysadmin or netadmin, let's say, and you're the in the room and no other sysadmins are there. You don't have to feel that you have to have all the answers and all the questions answered because you're not going to know everything because you don't understand the business end of it. Probably, most likely, you don't. Obviously, and just remember that you're like a salesperson when you're in these meetings. So you're representing your company as a sales individual. Now, the other thing is this: sometimes when you're not talking a lot, other people think they may want to talk more, and you don't want to take control of their meeting and we'll let them just talk out, talk out, talk out, and then the owner of the meeting now will provide their input. So that's how you do it. So just don't be pushy, keep it cool, cucumber cool, and just know the room. Look at the room, view the room, read the room. Do I really want to do this and say something I shouldn't have said or commit to something my company can't back up? Thanks a lot. We'll see you next one.